Hello, welcome once again. So, students, in previous video we discussed about the chapter of democratic politics, power sharing. First chapter it is, and that particular video we discuss about the power sharing story between story of the two countries, Belgium and Sri Lanka, their ethnic composition, Belgium and Sri Lanka, and what are the problems are faced by the people of Sri Lanka and Belgium. And next, the topic which we discussed in previous video, that was how they solve their problems. What are the steps taken by the government of Belgium to solve their problems, and what is the idea or the view of the people or the idea of government to cope up with their problem. And after that, you also see the result that in Belgium awarded as a very good democratic country by the European government or the European continent, but in Sri Lanka, because they do not share their power, they have to face lots of crisis. For example, there is a civil war, and due to that civil war, thousands of people died. The economy and the development of Sri Lankan country has come down, and Sri Lanka, which was a developing country, is now come in the category of below developed country only because of civil war. So always there, as I earlier told you, that war is not a solution. By war we cannot solve any problem. We had to negotiate between the people or the government or the society to take any solution for their problems. So now the next question or the next topic which we are going to discuss in this particular video, that why power sharing is desirable, कि हम अपनी पावर का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन क्यों करें. As I told you earlier, that it is very good for smooth running of anything, either the family or the society or the country. Similarly, in country also power sharing बहुत जरूरी होती है as in democracy, because we are talking about the democratic politics. So there are two things by which we can say that power sharing is very good for the democracy. Two things: reduce the possibility of conflict, यानी कि आपस में जो लड़ाई झगड़े का जड़ है या जो समस्या है वो उसको क्या कर देती है, कम कर देती है, इफ वी शेयर अवर पावर. और दूसरी बात क्या है कि डेमोक्रेसी की स्पिरिट है क्या, पावर शेयर. इफ इन अ डेमोक्रेसी वी शेयर अवर पावर, इट इज वेरी वैल्यूएबल. Okay, so these are the two reasons by which we can say that power sharing is very important. Now, reduce the possibility of conflict. इस पर्टिकुलर इशू को हम नाम देते हैं प्रूडेंटल रीजन. दैट पावर शेयरिंग इज वेरी गुड इन अ डेमोक्रेसी बिकॉज इट रिड्यूस द पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. नेक्स्ट, व्हाई इट इज डिजायरेबल, बिकॉज इट इज अ स्पिरिट ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी. दिस इज अ मॉरल रीजन. ओके, so both the topic or both the things are very important in this particular chapter because they may come in your exam also. There are always a 3 marks question on this particular topic, that why power sharing is desirable, what are the steps taken by the government so that we can prove that power sharing is desirable. So for the first topic, that why power sharing is desirable, it is desirable. Why? Because it reduces the possibility of conflict and the spirit of democracy. And this particular topic you can read in your chapter in your book, that is on page number 6. It is given the reason why power sharing is desirable. Next topic which we are now going to go in this particular chapter is the type of power sharing, कि डेमोक्रेसी में कितने तरह से पावर्स का शेयरिंग होती है, बंटवारा होता है. So in a democracy there are 4 type of power sharing. Okay, first one is power share between the organ of government, power share between the different level of government, then power is shared different social groups. Next, power share between different political parties, movements, and pressure groups. Okay, these are the 4 types in which we can say that power is shared in a democracy. So let us take up our first topic, that was power of share, type of power sharing in organ of government. Organ of government, as you already read in class 9th, there are 3 organ of government. executive, legislative, and judiciary. And power is shared between these three organs. Okay, that is also called the check and balance of democracy. कि तीनों गवर्नमेंट के जो ऑर्गन हैं, आपका एग्जीक्यूटिव यानी कि आपका प्राइम मिनिस्टर, कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर्स एंड अदर all the government officers are coming in this particular organ. Next is legislative, parliament, which makes the law, and third one is judiciary. In judiciary already we have read that it is coming all the courts, including Supreme Court, High Court, and District Court, and other subordinate courts. So all these three organs के अंदर constitution has divided the power so that democracy can run smoothly. If power is concentrated only in one hand, we cannot say that in that particular country there is a democracy. Then it may be dictatorship or a rule of a monarchy. Because in both these type of government, power is in one hand. But in democracy, we divide the power. हम गवर्नमेंट के डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स में पावर को डिवाइड कर देते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लॉ बनाने की जिम्मेदारी किसकी है? पार्लियामेंट की. लेजिस्लेटिव, Constitution has given the power to make the law to the parliament and state legislative assemblies. Now, what is the work of executive? They execute all the law which was made by the parliament, or you can say legislative. Then what is the work of judiciary? Judiciary always look after that if someone break the law, it is a duty of a judiciary to punish that particular person. So all the three organs are doing their work very smoothly if democracy is successful. The success of democracy is always depend on the power sharing between these three organs. Okay. Next, level of government, different level from up to down. So in a democracy, there are normally two type or three type of government. First level is central government, second level is state government, and the third level is local government, जिसको हम पंचायत भी कहते हैं. Okay, so that was the power is divided in different level. All these three levels are getting their power from the constitution, either the central government or the state government or the local government. These three are getting power from the constitution. All are independent, they can do their work properly, but their power are shared, so they cannot interfere in each other. They do all their duties very well because their power are shared by the constitution. Central government perform their duties, state government perform their duties, and local government used to perform their own duties. Okay, so now these two particular topics, it is given on your book, and the page number is 8 and 9. In 8 and 9 you can see these these two particular topics which I have discussed here. They are also given the examples, again Sri Lanka and Belgium in this level of government. In Belgium, after the amendment of constitution, the power of central government was given to the state government. So the power is shared in level. But in Sri Lanka, the Sri Lanka government did not give the power, did not share the power in different level. So they have to face the civil war. Okay. So these, after that, third type of government, or you can say third type of power sharing, is power share between different social groups. In a democracy, in any country, there are different type of social groups. हमारे country में भी बहुत सारे social groups and different type of, and the power is also divided between them, so that there will be no conflict. The social groups can rule themselves by their own power. Again, we are taking the example of Belgium and Sri Lanka. In Belgium, there is a fourth type of government, that was community government. So community government को what the Belgium constitution do? They have given the power to the community government, so that community wise जो भी matter होगा, चाहे वो religion से related हो, language से हो, culture से हो, education से हो, that was solved by the community government. So the power at that time shared by the central government to the community government, which come in a social group. Whereas in Sri Lanka, the central government did not share the power with the community government, though there are communities. There are Buddhists, there are Tamil of two types, Indian Tamil, Sri Lankan Tamils, then Muslim, Hindu, Christian, but there is no social group, no division of power in any social groups. So the result, you know what have happened with the Sri Lanka. And the fourth type of power sharing is different political parties, pressure groups and movements. In a democracy, political party is very essential. In further chapters, there is a separate topic of this political party, pressure groups and movements. In detail, we will discuss it. But in a short, I will tell you that there are different political parties in a democracy, and these parties are responsible for the making of government, a government which rule in a democracy. So as you see that sometimes there is a rule of Congress party, sometimes there is a rule of Janata party, yeah, any other party. Why? Because powers always in a democracy share in these political parties. All parties have a right to contest election, to win the election, to make a government. And if they are failed to come in a majority and make a government, then they used to be in a opposition party and check the government for its functions, what they are doing. Pressure group and movements are the same two institutions. They always used to put pressure on government. There are lots of pressure groups in our country. Pressure groups related to a particular community or a particular you can say group. For example, lawyer community, doctor groups, teachers group, group of students also there, group of traders, group of transporters, and the power is also given to them. They have also a share in government, either the direct or the indirect. They also put pressure on the government so that government can look after their own welfare. So if they will not have a power, then how can we say that in our country there is a democracy if they have no power to speak about their welfare to the government? So power is always sharing these four type of groups, and by sharing the power in these four type of groups, we can say that in a democracy a country can run very smoothly. There will be no conflict or the misunderstanding in the society, and a democratic government can run very smoothly. Country will be led at the path of development, and all will be led a very happy life. And all these three topics, this level of government, social groups, political party, pressure group and movements, these we will discuss further chapters in a separate chapters are there. Okay, so these are the type of power sharing. So we have conclude our chapter. First, I will tell you the summary again. In a summary of this particular chapter, power sharing, first we discuss about the two stories. First one is of Belgium and another one is of Sri Lanka. That how there is a ethnic composition in Sri Lanka and Belgium, how they solve their problems, and if they did not share their powers, what are the problems faced by the people of that particular country. Okay, that was the main theme of our chapter. Now the next what we discuss is why it is desirable, why it is essential in democracy. It is essential for two types. First, I have told you already, reduce the possibility of conflict, and another one is spirit of democracy. Democracy की आत्मा है power sharing. किसी भी देश के अंदर अगर डेमोक्रेसी है and they have to run it smoothly, they have to share their power. It is the first step of democracy. After that, we discuss the type of power sharing in a democracy. There are four type of power sharing. Power share between the organ of government. Power is shared between the different level of government. Then power is shared between different social groups. And last one is that power is shared in a democracy in different political parties, pressure groups and movements. So I hope that you will read the chapter again and again and you are able to understand the chapter very easily. Okay, the language of the chapter is not very hard, it is very easy. So read it again and again and you are able to go with all these topics which I have read you in this particular class and previous class. Okay, and also I am giving you some home assignment, so do it, go through the assignment It will be very good for you for your further exams also.